starta sig med den.
Hello, 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 and a very warm welcome to the COOLBET Premier League Darts. We're coming to you live from Keflavik in Iceland, where the time is shortly approaching 7:30 in the evening of Wednesday, the 5th of December now, December 2018. Absolute pleasure to be bringing you 4 games from 8 fantastic darts players, starting, of course, with Thorgeir and Halli. Halli is currently second in the table. He has played 3 games. He has won 3 games. Thorgeir currently 4th. He's played 3 and won 2. So if Thorgeir can find a win today, he'll be level on points with Peter and Halli. And if he can up his average by 3.5 points, he'll actually into second place. If he can win convincingly, he could still go into second. He couldn't win. He can't win 8-0. 8-0 will be needed to topple Peter at the moment. Peter's a +9 points difference. Halli +8. Thorgeir +1. Interesting statistics all around. The top of the table at the moment. Peter and Halli. Next on 4 points, Matti and Thorgeir. Then Vitor. Then Rudolf. And Jobby and Callie, both at the basement with 0 points. However, Jobby and Callie are playing each other. They're on last today. So, only thing for certain, one of these two continue with 0 points. One of these two will have 3 points. If Vitor and Rudolph both lose as well, Jobby or Callie could well jump 2 places, could make 5th place. You don't know. All to play for, it's all doable, and it is all unfolding here at the COOLBET Premier League Darts. In case I haven't introduced myself, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Robbie Love is my name. I'm hoping that Christopher Vikstrand will be joining us at some point throughout the evening. He may or may not have a little time to pop by, say hello, and do some of his fantastic commentary from a scorer's perspective. As for me, well, wouldn't exactly call myself a scorer because my maths isn't great, as you probably know. However, I've been watching the game for a while, so I'd like to hope that I've got a rough understanding of what's going on. But I know that 8 people that do have a thorough understanding of what's going on are the 8 players who are joining us this evening. You can follow all of the action live on Dart Connect TV. I find the easiest way. Just go to Google, type in Dart Connect, all one word, and then TV, which is what I'm doing right now. You can get stats, you can get averages, you can get everything you could possibly want and more before I get hold of it. I calculate averages after the conclusion of said game. but you can follow things live. COOLBET eyes. Go to Power Search at the bottom, type in COOLBET, all one word, and then you've got everything there. This is week number 4. It is Thorgeir who is going to start the proceedings today. As they say, game on. Thorgeir is okay at the power score, and he can get the trebles when he needs to. And I think key here is just getting a decent and quick start. And both starting off with one treble 20. Well, sorry, one big treble. Thorgeir's was a treble 19. And as Thorgeir scores a ton, I can tell you that is his 25th ton of the COOLBET Premier League so far. Hallie has scored 40 tons. Imagine that. Hallie with 40 tons. 15 ton plus, 15 ton 40 plus. And just the 1 ton 80. Thorgeir 5 ton 80s. He's hoping to make that a little more tonight. Yes, I've got all of the statistics in front of me. I'm a bit of a stat man, so I try and collate them where I can. Just for interest, but the only 3 stats that matter. Number 1, points. It's 2 points for a win, 0 point for a loss, and no such thing as a tie. As Thorgeir gets a lovely treble 19 there. Next up is points, leg difference. So it's your legs won minus your legs lost. Peter has won 18 legs, for example. He's lost 9, so he's top of the table. 6 points and a plus 9 leg difference. If the leg difference is all on as even, the average, tournament average, comes next. Now, Hallie has 6 points, Peter has 6 points. Hallie's actually out-averaging Peter, 73 versus 65. However, it is Peter, with the better leg difference. As Hallie, looking to fill this up, well, 180 would have left double 15. He was going treble 18 for the double. Didn't hit it, but is on something. And if Thorgeir can't hit treble here, which he can at double 10, and he's pulled it inside. Thorgeir's highest checkout so far, 120. Treble 12, great darts. And another go at double 18, he can't hit it either. Does get the double he was looking for. And we carry on. Hallie's hit 18, so 19 doubles now. Out of a 57 he's aimed for. Thorgeir has hit 17 of 73. So 31 and a bit for Hallie, percentage-wise. 23.29 for Thorgeir, percentage on doubles in the tournament. I'm trying to keep track of tournament doubles, in addition to all the other stats that have been going on as well. Well, lovely first dart, lovely second dart. Can Thorgeir make it his 6th ton 80? Yes, he can. Big ton 80 hitter is Thorgeir Gudmundsson. No one has hit more. Vitor has hit 4. Rudolf has hit 3. Matty has hit 2. Callie, Peter, and Hallie have hit 1, and Yobby is yet to hit a ton 80. But we've still got 5 weeks left. I think 5 weeks of the league phase left to go. I will just clarify that, but plenty of time. It's going to be Thorgeir down to a finish first again. Well, he's hoping it's 66 now.
60.
And it won't enough to settle for 106 when he's back. So this is not leg over by any stretch of the imagination. Can Hallie hit a ton? Ton's okay.
60.
Well, he can't either, so honours even. Fancy Thorgeir because he may have 6 darts, so he may only need 3. 46 left. 1 dart at tops. No. Well, that's his 5th dart at double today. Treble 19 here. Not quite.
46.
So Thorgeir. Resetting, coming back. Well, that looked like a great attempt at double 1.
Game shot for 30.
There he has it. Eventually hitting. 7 doubles he has gone for today. And he's hit 1 of them. Nice use of the dartboard there. Didn't like the treble 20 line. Switch to 19. Not a fan. Switch to 18s. And that one did work out for him. Similar averages, high 70s each way. Well, I've just got notice that Christopher unfortunately won't be able to make it tonight. So you've got my dulcet tones for the next couple of hours instead. It's nice Christopher night breaks it up.
60.
Gives his perspective as against mine, but no, unfortunately, well, unfortunately or fortunately, depending on, I guess, you're the way you're inclined. It is just going to be me flying it solo tonight. 139 Thorgeir, starting downstairs, sensible. Just needs 1 treble here to set it up. Well, he's swayed a few times on the doubles. 136 Hallie. If he were to get the 136, it would be his highest checkout
60.
to date. In the Premier League anyway, I'm sure he's hit ton 70s and ton 6.7s and ton 6 pluses before. But he's hit 100. That's his highest checkout. in this year's COOLBET Premier League. 76, treble 20. Would leave him with double 8. We have one dart. That dart is at tops. And he's just wide. Fourth attempt at double today. Use that as a marker. Well, he did use it as a marker. And it was two very well thrown darts, but no, no, no. That's not a no, however. First dart of asking. All other sports that are going on at the moment, the Moscone Cup. It's the Ryder Cup of Pool. Europe take on the United States of America. And I haven't watched any of today's, so I will be catching up on that. But as of close of play last night, the USA had led the session 3-2. I cannot remember the last time they were leading at a session break. I was very lucky last year. I actually got to go and watch some Moscone Cup action in Las Vegas. It's thrilling stuff. It's a Matchroom sport job. Barry Hearn and co.
64.
Those you don't know, Barry Hearn, of course, CEO or chairman, whatever you call it, of the PDC. Talking of which, just 8 days until the PDC World Dart Championship begins. Alexandra Palace in London. That is going to be a spectacle and a half. Michael van Gerwen will walk into the tournament favourite, but he hasn't been winning as convincingly as he had maybe last year, the year before, and the year before that. Didn't win the Players' Championship, didn't win the Grand Slam. But he'll still be favourite because he knows what he's doing. Talking of knowing what he's doing, 128. Start on the 18s here. Well, that is 12 scored. 116. I think that left. 1-1. Anyway, may or may not be back if this 101 goes. That's a 1. It's still doable. And that's not the worst marker in the world either. Amazingly, he's got a dart at tops. And that, my friends, is how you take out 101. Fantastic clinical stuff there from Thorgeir. A little bit of a loose dart, but it was tight enough to be a fantastic marker for the treble 20, as I, well, if I was Wayne Mardle, I'd say alluded to or suggested. And then that double top with the last dart in hand to get his ton 01. So it is all honours even and all to play for as well. Important win for Halley to maintain his status at the top of the table. He's averaging around about 71 at the moment. He needs to maintain the 70-plus average. Reason I say that is he's currently his tournament average, excluding today's match, is 73.62. Peters is only in inverted commas 65.99. Good enough to get into the top of the table. But as soon as Peter starts dropping leg difference, that is where Halley's scoring and excellence in scoring may come in useful. You could look at it, if all games are close, as leg difference being worth an extra point, and average being worth an extra point. The exciting thing about average is it changes game on game. You can have a fantastic game, it can change everything. Which is why I love my darts. 84 Thorgeir has left after 12, 15. After 12. Well, he doesn't need to go 14. I don't blame him at all. Just tee up, lay up.
52.
He'll be back for 3 fresh darts. At 16s. Ali, quite a way back here, so should be no dramas. No dramas yet, but this could all change. Because Halley is very capable of getting a big one here. Ton 40 ideal. A ton would be okay, because look what that would leave.
100.
There we go. So there is a little pressure on this double 4, because of course you bet your life Halley will be confident and raring to get this ton 70. Last dart. And 3 just outside. So 170. 2 treble 20s. Start with the first. Go on, Halley. Lovely, lovely line. Lovely marker. Bullseye! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that will go down as a missed double. Oh, he couldn't have been a lot closer than that, and I bet Thorgeir's was in his mouth. Fantastic effort, must be said by Halley, who now could well win this leg. And he's probably favourite to win this leg. 2 darts here, a double of his choice. Double 8's usually a favourite. Double 12 if he fancies, double 10 if he fancies. Double, well, that's a slip. That looks like it's in the 14. Was in the 14. 1 dart and 1 dart only, and cannot hit. Golden opportunity there for Halley. And Thorgeir may be a little bit thankful that he actually bust with his last dart. Oh, that was miles off. That was a little nearer. Busting with his last dart didn't do him much good. Now the momentum back with Halley. And there he has it. A leg he didn't look like winning at first. A leg that he was perilously close to the 170, which would have been calmer, because Christopher has called 2 167s, both by Matty. I think they're both in successive weeks. And it would have been nice to just top him off with the big fish, the 170, but not quite. That would have been not only his biggest finish of the COOLBET Premier League, not only the biggest finish of the COOLBET Premier League, but rather the biggest finish doable to mankind on a traditional board with 3 darts. Double out. Master out, you can check out 180. Well, neither relenting.
100.
Well, really needs a treble here.
45.
So, you got 2 treble 20s in a bid to get a 3 dart out in the last leg. Can he do it again? Yes, he can. Don't go for the bullseye here. Oof. That wasn't far out either. 104. We've seen the likes of this last week. 106, I think we saw a couple of times. 84. Treble 18. Treble 20, sorry. He was right. It was 86. You'd go for treble 18 and a bit to leave double 16. Anyway. There he has it. Halley now steamrollering forward. And looking to stake his claim at the top of this table. Of course, he will be keeping a very watchful eye on Rudolph and Peter. Of course, if Rudolph wins that one, then it is Peter who will get knocked off his top spot. And assuming Halley wins here, Halley will fill it. Well, 2 treble 20s here. There's one of them. I was going to say 2 treble 20s here, and he who hits 2 treble 20s is likely to go on and win this leg. Will it be 5-2? Or will it be 4-3? Big difference between the two. That was a flyer. That was a fantastic adjustment. Fantastic adjustment. Well, switch. He's done the right thing switching there, but 39 plays 140. You rather think it's going to be Halley, especially with darts like that. Well, first one looked like it was brilliant to be followed. Did he find the little gap there? He did indeed. Halley down to a finish first. Torgeir needs 2. There's one of them. Surely room for another. Well, can still get down to a finish. Can't anymore. So 6 darts, 144. How's he going to take this one? 20s is the conventional route. 18s if you fancy. 18s, there we go. That's one of them. 90 left. Wanted to stay there to leave double 18. Treble 12. I think that's what he was going for. So, should be back. 60. With 2 darts at double top. Oof, blimey. He knew that. I think I heard the caller going, Chew. That wasn't far away. But, on the bright side, I was going to say it was nowhere near a blocker. And that is 2 more missed darts. Yeah, he was close to busting there, but once he did throw it and he knew it was in the single, he was nowhere near blocking the bed. It's a bit of a shame that he couldn't hit it with the second dart, but there we go. Double 5. To make it 5-2. And a convincing win at that. I can't wait till Peter meets Hallie. I haven't been told when that's going to happen. Guarantee you it will happen, and it's going to be quite a spectacular game. Treble 20. Treble 20. Treble 20. Never mind. Hallie, 2 darts here. 1 for 2s. And we want to clean it up. Doesn't want to be messing around on the madhouse. And he cleans it up in style as well. Now he's just 1 leg away from victory here at week 4, the COOLBET Premier League. And he'll temporarily be top of the table, maintaining a 70+ average, especially with darts like that.
85.
He wants to win as many legs as he can, even if he's not going to win here today. He's currently tying with Matty in points, 4 points all. But Matty's ahead on point leg difference. So if he loses, obviously he's going to go even more so ahead. So damage limitation is what Thorgeir is looking for. So every leg matters. If he's not going to win the game, at least keep his stats neat. It's never a good time to lose. A 6-5 loss, significantly better than a 6-2. Thorgeir has the darts here as well and is using them.
81.
Treble here will be nice. Leave Shanghai. Not quite. Is on a checkout, but not a preferable one. And can Hallie leave something useful? Yes, he can. 96, a 2-darter plays a 3-darter. Perfection needed for Thorgeir. This would be a way to win it in some style. Treble 20, lead double 18. Single 20, nice marker. Stay there for the treble. Not quite. 8. A little bit too accurate there. Single would have left him with 40, but I am aware when Hallie has 52, he likes to go for the treble 12 to leave double 8s. So that was possibly, in fact, probably deliberate. And there he has it. Hallie gets double 4 and a very convincing 6-2 win. Wins it in style. Had 19 shots, double there. And I think he's playing next against Rudolph. Rudolph is 6th of 8 in the league. He's 1-1. He's lost a couple, but his point difference, leg difference, -5, averaging 69 and a bit. He's actually averaging more than Peter. Takes his chances and makes things happen. I'll go and calculate some statistics, and I'll be back. Rudolph and Peter very, very shortly.
Okei, sitä on Mia enää. Joo. Hvað á ég að gera?
Bara íta á þann sem vinnur bólið.
Hver á að byrja að bolla? Nú?
Svo byrjar að spila. Tyrnendur eða rundur ofan.
Hvenær byrja leikurinn? Bara þegar
Nei, 20:10, það er 7 mínútur.
7 mínútur.
Já.
Nú pása.
Addison Ford, the winner!
Double.
Beautiful. Just have fun. Feel that. Don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. No angry.
Nu gick du till Manchester United, man? Efter det där direkt över United. Vi får tjata fram till, man. Ja, jag tror att det blir bra. Kör inte direkt upp in av stora bilar. Pusti, är det där? Kör inte upp 30 minuter och så står det där. Det ska inte gå att lägga in. Det står snart. Strax byrja.
Ekki alveg strax, nei. Nei.
Þú mátt ekki íta á nafni fyrir það búið að búla. Já. Þorgils.
Ekki má.
Það er smá fólk hérna. Það er smá fólk. dómari datt út.
Ég ekki dómari.
Góður bara að skóra.
57.
Hann er mættur.
Streymir þá eða
Sitter dia nu?
á Robbie?
Sitter. Malaki. Malak buat wikpir kontra pun. Perut kayu. Aku nemo. Ini kada udah sama anak, ganti master lu. Vera otan di dulu dia mau. So iya dia.
Prófaði að íta eins og skjáin fyrir mig.
Bara bent strax på bullen. Bent strax på bullen.
Ég segi það að ból, ekki að 6 pílið.
Nej, bara inför.
Þekktu valega? Já, hann þekktu satt. Þú stig. Hvað var það? Þetta var ekki streymið? Rótbálbúla núna? Núna? A white bull.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to live coverage from the COOLBET Premier League Darts, live from Keflavik. Today, this evening, we see number 1 in the table versus number 6. Peter, well, number 2 at the moment, technically, is Peter. Peter, a comfortable winner last week, 6-1 over Carl Helge Jonsson. Whereas Rudolph, not so lucky. He lost 6-2 to Halley.
50.
Of course, playing Halley is never an easy game. In fact, playing the top 2 in the table in successive weeks is never an easy task. But there we go. Peter has won at the bull. Peter will be throwing first. And we have a game on our hands. He's always a slow starter, is Peter. The small matter of a ton 40 with his first 3 arrows. Well, Rudolph's done that thing again. He throws a very flat dart, does Rudolph. Where it appears with his last dart, he's kind of just throwing away. But he's not very focused, and that's happened last week. That happened numerous times. The third dart in hand, he throws it quicker, and it seems to find the treble 20. .140 followed by 45 isn't ideal, so Rudolph could cause a bit of damage here, or at least some pressure on.
Ja, odles. Ja, men också. 60.
Can't find the treble, but 3 straight darts. Well, a few gaps in between throwing here. I think they're just making sure the scores are all correct. It's 0-0. It's 360 plays 316.
21.
And now Rudolph has the chance to nick the darts. But cannot take his chance. So that 140 to start things off for Peter, proving vital. Peter, of course, currently second in the table. That's just because he hasn't actually played week 4's game. Some more accurate reading in maybe 20 minutes time when the conclusion of this game happens. Well, a good treble 20 means there isn't too much in it. Peter likely to be down to a finish first, even still. 139, big ask. 2 trebles required. Well, there we go again. With the quick treble last dart. And I tell you, I'd much rather be on 123 than 139. I'd say much rather. Realistically, is there much in it? No.
99.
Start of the 19s here. Well, don't start of the 19s.
59.
And there we go. Peter Gudmundsson kicking things off with a double 10. Left-hander always enjoys the double 10. I think you got proof in the pudding of James Wade. Always been a big double 10 hitter, and I think Peter likes it as well. It suits the lefties. Don't ask me why.
Oh.
If that's for them, then for them.
99.
Well, two very nice treble 20s there. He's got around 60 when he's back. Should have 2 darts at tops.
100.
And it will be exactly that. And he needs one of them.
Okay.
And that air that we heard was a game shot. I don't know if it's Icelandic. 2 zip to Peter. That was a break of throw as well.
Solid 60.
That's 85 by my recollections. That looked like it was in the treble to me. Indeed. But if Rudolph can stay straight here, get a treble, which is done.
70.
Well, I mean, he does still have the advantage. He could have done quite a lot more with that if he didn't have 2 sway-y darts. It's our first leg where there's really nothing in it. I mean, earlier on we had a couple of legs, I guess, at this stage, which were quite close. Well, Rudolph just needs to stay straight. Even better to stay straight. Another treble, and after 12 darts, Rudolph has the advantage and should throwing for a finish first. And as Peter can get something monstrous here, can he get to 180?
140.
Can't, but he is on a finish first, after what I just said. Thanks for showing me up, man. And we've seen a couple of times, both by Halley to be precise, where 2 trebles required, 2 trebles hit, and it was the double or the bullseye, which was missed.
45.
Can Peter hit 2 20s to leave 32? Not quite. Rudolph then for 19s. That was a well executed last start for Peter. I was ready to say, oh, we could have put more pressure on there, but no, that was okay. Peter will be back for something if Rudolph doesn't check this out. 119. Can't be done. Well, if you like the marker, then fair enough. And that last start is that's the 3rd time he's kind of rushed and thrown a last dart in what looks like anger. 2 of the times he's hit the treble. That time it wasn't far at all. That's a single 16. 48. Well, that's not a bad marker for the double 16.
Zeker, Westwind.
48 kennis.
Only his 5th dart at double of the day. Rudolph will have 2 here of his own. Great first darts. 2 at the same target that Peter's just missed. Gets a leg on the board. Early stages yet, but doesn't want to go 3-0 down. Well, that was really well thrown. How much can he see? Not enough to see. And there he has it. Peter getting the leg that Rudolph desperately didn't want him to get. It was a valiant effort. Rudolph did have the opportunity, but then again, so did Peter. And by the very nature of the sport, only one of those two can take the opportunity in any one leg. It was Peter on this occasion, showing why he's top of the table, why he's undefeated. 3 more legs and he'll remain top of the table. Well, Halley is currently plus 12. I earlier said he was plus 16. I've realised there was a bit of a mathematical error with my calculations. I'm currently in the process of amending. Yeah, I've managed to add some of the scores instead of minus. Halley minus 12, plus 12, sorry. Peter plus 9. And these 3 plus 10, plus 11, plus 12. And you assume that he's going to win this, as long as he wins it 6-2, I think is guaranteed to be top. Yeah, we'll work that out in a bit. Double 8. And no, he's busted his score. He has hit a double, but that's a double 11. He needs a double 8. So he remains on 76. So what can Rudolph pull out the bag here? The answer is not. I'm interested in the stat. Rudolph's third dart aimed at treble 20. How often does he hit it? I'm guessing he hits it more often than he doesn't. 16 or 6 rather. Or 16. 16 it was. For tops. Double. Well, he gets there eventually. On double 12 wasn't what he was aiming for. But is what he got. And Peter leads 4-zip.
51. 55. 50. Sì, 50.
If Peter wins here 6-2, 6-1 or 6-zip, he's guaranteed to go ahead of Hallie once again. And I would suggest his average remains lower than Hallie. Hallie averaging 73.03. Yes, so cannot concede 3 basically, and he's going the right way about it. Well, Rudolph opportunity here. Especially now, 45 score, no damage done. Rudolph really would like to be on a finish after these 3 darts. Will be. What will it be? 1, 2, 5? Well, that's not the worst in the world. Could have been a lot worse. Well, I hit the 15. I thought that leaves him on 110. 2, 2, 5.
Inizia a fe.
Well, what was he on? 2, 2, 5. I can't remember what he scored. Treble 20, single 20, 15. There we go, 130. That's more like it. Well then, possibly 6 darts here for Rudolph. May go for the bullseye. In fact, should go for the bullseye if he hits 80. Wow. That's not what I thought. I don't know what's quite going on there. It's, well, he was on 110 after hitting single 20. Bullseye would have left 60. So you work that out. Miscount, perhaps? The last start went in tops, but anyway. 59, this is pretty unmistakable. 19 tops. There we go. Well, nearly treble 19, double 1. Double 10. No, no, no. Well, what can you do? And the answer is go north of the double. And he's missed as well. It was thrown away. It's lucky he didn't go out the board with that last dart. In the event that he would have been back, which is possible, he may have only had 2 darts at the double. Peter with 1 dart, so it's double 2. He can't hit it either, and he busts his score. No one appears to want this. Much rather be on 20 than 10. Much rather be on 10 than 5. But it's not really Rudolph's day, is it? I haven't actually been counting the doubles, the attempts at double for this game. I will update them at some point when I get around to it. But it is Peter Goodmanson who eventually gets the better of that leg in 31 darts. But a useful start from Rudolph, who wants a magnificent comeback, 6-5. If Peter can win this leg, it'll do his leg difference to a world of good. Not that it needed amending much. But if I pop in my little simulator here, Peter Goodmanson 6 legs, he'll have 15 legs to his name. Halley 12, which is a decent effort. 15. Is that in the treble? Yes, it was. A couple of trebles for Rudolph here will be useful. Meanwhile, if Rudolph does lose, 6-0, that puts his leg difference down to -11. -5 at the moment to Rudolph. -11, that'll be the lowest leg difference of the lot. Useful arrows, Mr. Goodmanson leaves him on a Shanghai. May get 6 darts on the Shanghai. Once again, I knew that dart was going to go in the treble. I just knew it. Treble 20. Well. Rudolph, the stage is yours. Treble Italy tops. Not that treble, but never mind. 97 left. No, sorry. Yeah, no, it was 97. 120 18s. There we go. How about that? 74 left. Well, you should probably know what you... I mean, I know I can't really talk. You should know what's going to be left if you hit what you're going for. I wanted another one of those. Double 10. Didn't quite find it. It's a bit of an odd one, 1 to 8, because you can actually be better off by hitting a single. Yeah, it's only a dart at the double. At the bullseye, sorry. But it's just one of those strange scenarios. Couldn't find the treble 80. I think that was the right move to do. 2 treble 80s leaving double 10. So 97. 78. 74. 60. Oh. If he's back. 14, just double top. Double 10. Needs this. It'll help his leg difference. And he gets it. Of course he gets it. Many darts at double. And he gets it last start in hand at the double 10. And this could be the start of scapering Mr. Goodmanson's plans ever so slightly. Peter wants to finish the evening being at the table, surely. I think he can see one more leg. He can concede one more leg, no more. He can concede 2 if his average goes up. Stays the way he's going, it will not quite be enough to topple Halley. I have been impressed with trebling, his treble 20s. Usually only hits 1 in a visit, and often sways to the left or to the right, following or preceding a treble. You can work on that, though. I think he's got real potential, because that last start, when he kind of throws it hard and fast at the board, like that, usually gets plonked straight in the treble. That's the first time I think he's done it, and he hasn't. I'm actually surprised. He must have been a very big difference between that dart and all the other ones that he threw. But yeah, you can't be throwing darts away. And I think previously he's been throwing not away, just quite. He's been aiming, but just throwing it fast and sort of without thinking necessarily. But that's enough to get in the treble. That time was wild, was wayward. And this is not wild or wayward by Peter. Two big trebles. I think that third one looks like it's in the single seven. So Peter probably getting 6 darts. Wow. Rudolph needs a new throw start. He needs to throw like that. Because that's the first time he's thrown 2 darts quickly and hard. And they've both gone in the treble. They were just hanging on in, but they had enough momentum to stay. Well, that wasn't a great visit by Peter Roger Gudmundsson. So the game isn't over just yet. It may well be now. Double top. Double 10. And no. The missed doubles continue. He did a treble there, didn't get one, so double 5 for curtains and to remain top of the COOLBET Premier League. Getting closer. And that's his score. Can Rudolph get consecutive legs? Can Rudolph ruin the Rudrick party? The Peter party? 20. No. 25. And that last dart's thrown away as well.
45, 35.
So could that be it for Rudolph for today? Maybe not. 1 leaves 2s. Oh, double 1 leaves nothing at all. Yeah, sensible. When you got 3, yeah, you leave yourself with 2. Oh, come on, man. 27 scored. Oh, he doesn't believe. He doesn't believe. If he stopped to think, he could think, hang on, what can I do? In this position, Rudolph, what can I do? Peter Rudrick Gudmundsson eventually hits number 5. 6-1 victory, remains top of the table with a leg difference, of 18. Rudolph. Not eat. That Rudolph will go. It's nearly definite. If Callie loses 6-5, no, Rudolph will win. Not Rudolph. Yobby would win 6-5, and his average will be higher. No, I think it's a mathematical guarantee that Rudolph is going to be bottom 2 come the close of play today. He could even be bottom. It is possible. We will see. Thorgeir and Hallie, Rudolph and Peter have been. Matti and Vitor coming up next. Matti third, Vitor fifth. Both old timers of Live Darts Iceland. 2 points in it. Vitor could well overtake Matti. All to play for. Should be an exciting one as well. I'll write some statistics down and be with you when this one starts off.
Matti, þú verður að reka en að skrifa. Síðast að skrifa. Þóttu vel? Nei. Jú. Ég stóð mig ekki vel. Ég talaði enga útlensku og var bara eins og hafðið. Það skipti ykkur vonið hvað? Nei, ég var ekki mikið að tjá mig, sko. Ég var bara ekki alveg í stuði að spöðleika að maður er komið. Nei. Það er ekki núna að setja í skólið, sko. Já, ég gerði það svona næstu. Þú múið að taka þetta. Það er svo sög, ég veit það. Það er ekki átak. Hvað er búið að skrifa? Já. Það er mikið skemmt að skrifa og að maður er unnið. Það er svo sög. Og hann er fórst að borða þetta. Það er niður í brotin og er að skrifa. Hann er að spila, það er að spila. Hann er góð. Það er hvað að skrifa í námskeið. Nei, ég segi það er miklu, það voru að setja vinnarinn í að skrifa. Hann er miklu ánægðari á borðinu. Hvað er á því? Hvað er á því? Bara 2 eða eitthvað? Já, ok. Já, 3. Já, flott. Þeir mætast á næstu fyrir. Svo er vinnur sæta handball. Já, það er komið ósett að því, sko. Þannig að ég var að spila á því, ég má ekki gera því. En það var ekki út af því sem ég tapaði. Estás ordenando? Este los pañuelos, Sen Mattis, nej. Ja, okej. 6 starts, let me ball. Victor starts for the ball. Outside. Matti will start the game. Game on.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Match 3 of the evening. Featuring 2
70.
talented Icelandic dartists. Vitor Charua and Mattias Fredriksson, both of which I've got the pleasure of meeting again next week.
93.
They're coming down to watch a little bit of darts at Ali Pali. I think I might join them. So thoroughly looking forward to that.
45.
But maybe they should avoid playing me at darts because I'm not very good. Let's put it that way.
100.
Well, already seeing some pretty useful 3-figure scores by both. I can't really give a prediction for this one because I don't actually know.
140.
Matti is ahead of Vitor by 1 win.
53.
By 1 leg. But it's about 3 points in the average behind. So take your pick. Remember, it is leg difference that comes in first and then tournament average. But all can and possibly will change here.
122.
The next game I am looking forward to, that's the Battle of the Basement. Because Rudolph will slip into the top 2. Basically, the next game is Yobby versus Callie. No one wants to lose the next game. That's the thick and thin of it. Double top. Don't know if he was going for tops or 18s. Doesn't matter. And
60.
well, we'll be back for 30. However he chooses to go for that. Matti, just a ton here. Well, he'll really want a ton now, considering the excellence of that first start.
60.
Nope, never mind. Oh, will he go double 15 or will he split it? I like 10 for double 10. Vitor likes double 15. Vitor actually likes to go for the bullseye whenever he can, even if he's got 50 left.
18.
I just like to hope if he's playing in Ali Pali and he's got 3 darts for the match and he's got 50 left, that he would maybe consider going 10 for tops. Anyway, whilst I was giving my theoretical monologue about Vitor Charua in Alexandra Palace, Matti missed double 12 by quite some distance, which would have been a lovely 138 checkout. It also would have been the highest checkout of the COOLBET Premier League. Double 3.
Game shot in the first leg to Vitor.
He likes those awkward doubles, does Vitor? He's going for 15s, couldn't hit 15s. He's going for 6s, couldn't hit 6s, but he could hit 3s. So he takes the first leg with a break of throw.
$81. $45. $140. $45. $140. $60.
Two treble 20s. Or would have gone tops, tops? I think he might like tops, tops. Irrelevant now. Well, that's 8 scored. 1, 3, 2. Go for the bullseye here, why not?
68.
Or go the sensible route, which is much more sensical. Matty is away, way back. So could we see more twists and turns in the standings? And let's see if he gets this double 12 here, then we'll go through some theoretical score lines, shall we?
60.
No, he doesn't.
$55. No score.
He still can't find it. Luckily for him, Matty is back. Well, if Vitor wins 6-0, he will go ahead into third place. And if he does win 6-0, or if we'll go through some more things in a minute, it'll be the 4 sort of old timers, if you like, who started in Matty's back garden, his back garage, playing each other in the top 4 positions. Peter, then Ali, then Vitor, then Matty.
$140. $81.
Well, most wins will actually see Vitor leapfrog Matty. 6-5 Vitor, or 6-5, would put them level on difference.
100.
And Vitor's average is higher, so we could call it at the moment any win for Vitor
60.
would help him or allow him to leapfrog Matty by probably leg difference, and if not that, then average. The only way Vitor could win and still
40.
not leapfrog him is if it's 6-5, a very, very close game, and Matty has the slightly better average, which boosts up his tournament average. I don't see it happening, not because he's not good enough, but because it's just a mathematical unusuality. Abnormality, there you go. That's a better word.
60.
For a start, it's actually a word. But let's see how this one pans out. It may well be, as I say, the 4 old-timers top of the table. I'm very much looking forward to seeing Peter and Hallie playing each other. It may well be next week. I haven't been given the information of who plays who as of yet. But when I find out, of course, I will let you know. Nice ton there from Matty, who will be hoping to get his first leg on the board, preferably in 2 darts. I don't mind the bullseye when your opponent's not on a finish.
41.
With 81, 82, something like 82 is it's usual to go for the bullseye or treble 14, but I don't mind the bullseye. The whole bull, including the outer, is bigger than any of the trebles.
65.
Slightly you'll hit an outer bull, as Vitor is showing there. What, 57?
Game shot in the 3rd leg to Matti.
17 and darts at tops, then come back for 3 at tops if you miss, or 3 at tens. Anyway, all irrelevant. Matty knows what he's doing. Should never take advice from me, because I don't know what I'm doing. On paper, maybe, but there we go. And Matty pulls 1 back. We'll still need to break Vitor if he is going to win here today. But this is a very big game because position comes into it.
45.
Both of which have won 2. Oh, no, sorry. Matty has won 2. Vitor only 1, which is a little bit of a surprise. Well, Vitor, of course, will be hoping it's 2-1-2 lost for each player by the end of it. Well, I've been given, thanks to Patrick Buss, the schedule for next week. It's probably scheduled, to be completely honest with you, probably publicly available. TryLiveDartsIceland.com. Why haven't I looked? Buss, as Matty looks to fill this one up.
140.
So yes, thanks for letting me know, Patrick. Hallie will be playing Peter next week. That is a battle of the top 2. However we look at it, these 2 will be top come the end of the night. It's Peter in the first position, followed closely, I'm talking a leg difference of 2 by Hallie. That is effectively a 4-point game. You do not want to be missing that one. Peter has been holding on to his top spot, but Hallie will be looking to dislodge that. So next Wednesday,
55.
let me just check where I'm going to be next Wednesday. The answer is here. I will be here next Wednesday. But actually, hold the bus, there is a plot twist.
60.
Will the Icelanders be there next Wednesday? I know they're going to watch Ali Pali, which doesn't start till Thursday. So I've got a feeling they will be playing, and then they'll be flying out the next day. But we'll keep you updated with that one.
65.
Hoping they'll be playing, because it's going to be a great evening of darts. So number 1 plays number 2 in a 4-point game, which could be pivotal for the meta-narrative of the Premier League.
100.
So if you're going to watch 1 week or 1 game, I'd suggest next week, Hallie versus Peter. Matty will be playing Thorgir, as he needs...
76.
Oh. He doesn't need anything now when he's back. If he's back, double 10, but we don't think he'll be back, because Vitor, how often does he miss tops? Wow, that time he has missed tops. 1 dart, double 19.
29.
was ready to say, I was ready for him to hit it and say he don't care what double it is. But he does. Evidently. Double 10. Right on the wire. Horrible switch.
10.
Another on the wire. That's 2 darts right on the wire. Who wants this leg? Important for Matty, that was. That would have leveled things up. 3-1 here. If he gets the double 4.
15.
And, well, can't hit it either. So Matty's been given another lifeline. He can't utilise from the lifeline, and he can't hit the single either. So if he's back, it's going to be for the Madhouse. So I'd make Vitor overwhelming favourite for this leg. I'm usually wrong.
2.
We're both in the Madhouse, so take back what I said. It's sort of the toss of a coin now.
Bust. Game shot in the 4th leg to Vitor.
There we go. Well thrown by Vitor eventually. And it is he who manages to squeeze the 3-1 lead. Matty had a few darts, and it would have been for a break as well, the break he desperately needs. Anywho, Yobby plays Rudolph.
85.
At the moment, Yobby and Rudolph are 6th and 7th. They could well be 5th and 6th. They may still remain at 6th and 7th, but that's still quite a close game as it stands. Especially if Yobby wins today, it'll be Rudolph and Yobby both on 2 points. So that will be an interesting one. Who can make it 4 points, possibly? Vitor, who will be playing Carl Helgi Jonsson, who at the moment is at the bottom of the table. Could be bottom, could be 6th. Too many permutations to speculate on now. And this another game as well I did briefly mention.
68.
Will be Matty and Thorgeir.
98. 60. 60. 90.
And as if I've not already sold the blockbuster event for next week, the winner of Matty,
83.
sorry, the winner of Peter and Hallie, both on 8 points at the moment, will be mathematically guaranteed a place in semi-finals.
81.
So it looks like 10 is the magic number.
59.
'Remember, the top 4 will be battling it out for the semi-finals. And I'm guessing it'll be 1v4 and 2v3.
Game shot in the 5th leg to Matty.
As Matty pins back a leg. But remember, will need to break if he wants to win. Well, of course he wants to win if he's going to win.
80.
I'd love to hear your predictions of who you think is going to be victorious at this year's Premier League. Maybe who you think will make the semi-finals. It's all very close. Well, it's not all very close. We've got some that have won all games, some that have won no games. But You'd rather think Peter and Hallie are possibly going to make them. That means there will be 2 more spaces. Will it be Matty and Vitor? Assuming Vitor wins it today. Peter and Hallie will be on 8. Matty, Thorgir, and Vitor will be on 4.
59.
Could be 2 of those 3. And it could get down to tournament average as well. This is why you cannot throw darts away. This is why
80.
when you're on 61, 62, 1 dart in hand, and your opponent's on tops, go for the treble. We reckon 10 is the magic number, so anyone who reaches 10 points should be okay.
39.
Qualify for the semi-finals. And it is possible that 8 could be enough, depending on if some of the lower ranks, the lower in the league, win a couple.
80.
But I think 10 for guaranteeing, for sure. Vitor on a 2-darter. Well, 97 is still doable if he hits treble 19. It is still a 2-darter. But it would have been a 3-darter. That makes any sense. Double top for a fantastic ton checkout.
60.
Not quite, but not bad. Well, this would be rather special. 155. 20s, 19s double. That's a third of the equation. That isn't quite 2/3 of the equation.
99.
Highest checkout of the COOLBET Premier League so far. I think I've said it. Thorgeir Gudmundson's 120. He got by Shanghai. Was that last week? It may well have been last week. Shanghai there. So anything above the 120 will take the new top spot. And I dare say we may well see a checkout higher than that. We've still got a few more weeks to go. I think 7 weeks, followed by semis and final night.
16.
And Matty cannot find tops with either of his darts. 3 for double 1. If it works for you, if you hit it, it works for you. In fact, I can see why he's going that way, because last time he did double 1, he hit it first dart. No real dramas on the double 1, but that time a little bit of drama. Problem with that is he only leaves himself with 2 darts at double when he returns. If it's 2 and he goes inside, he's still got 3 darts at a double. It may only be double 1. So fun. Anyway, doesn't really matter, because Matty has equaled this game. Now 3 all. Both players halfway there. Only 3 to go. And Matty got the break he needs. So now
140.
2 darts there from Matty. But it is now Vitor who needs a break.
Six, 28. $67. $125. $60.
It did look as though Vitor was going to power through. And he had the early lead, but honours even now. If anything, it looks like Matty has the momentum.
42.
But there are still a possible 5 more legs to play. So it really is anyone's game. Important for both players for differing reasons. Matty to maintain, Vitor to climb. Vito, very unfortunate not to win last week.
135. $60.
Well, Vito could leave something useful here. Even 71's all right. But it won't be 71.
42.
It'll be 129. I think he would like to do a little more than leave 129, but ho-hum. He will be back.
56.
Yeah, Vito played Thorgeir last week. Averaged Vito Thorgeir by
114.
68.7, played 70.2 in favour of Vitor, but it was 6-5. Vitor couldn't quite close it out. A little unfortunate.
38.
But it's not about how you do it, it's about hitting the winning double. 3 for double 6 here. Vito does like double 6. Gone for it a couple of times already.
Shot in the 7th leg to Vitor.
He has gone for it there. Vitor with the lead. Vitor with the break.
$96. 45. 66.
Well, his treble 20 was good, but he wasn't happy. You could hear the other two darts going, one in the 5, one in the 1.
43.
Still in front, though. Is Vito's leg to lose from this point? Couldn't think of the right word. Point 2.
83. 83. 40.
Well, that's 20 or 60 on the floor. He would have wanted 60 with that dart to get him on 156, but quite a way back. Needs to hit a treble. No, somehow I didn't think he was going to. He's going through a little bit of a patch at the moment, but we'll need to pick up for the next 3 legs. Of course, if Vito wins here, he only needs 1 more to win the tournament. But remember, this is a league, so other stats, I've said it before, other stats do count. So even if you're losing, you want to score as well as you can. You want to get as many legs as you can. That was going for the treble 20. I think that's actually in the 12. It's not his leg.
73.
6 darts for 100. Will he go bull, bull? No. Good man. Tops, tops. Yes, there's one of them. Another. Oh.
80.
Vito's highest checkout, 102. So that
81.
broke new ground for Vitor as of yet. Double 10 with limited pressure. Last visit from Matty was okay. It does put him on a finish.
10.
The chance that Vito doesn't get that, which he hasn't. This would be spectacular, and it's not possible because that's just just short of the treble.
55. No score.
Well, Matty was miles away, absolutely miles away, having not the best leg he's ever had. All of a sudden, he's got a dart to win it.
56.
Oh, I actually thought that was in. Wasn't far away. Vito with the awkward double 10, doesn't want to split it.
Game shot in the 8th leg
Doesn't
to
split
Vitor.
it. And when the pressure's on, Vitor hits the double. So then, 3 straight legs for Matty. He's going to be victorious here at week 4.
97.
Keflavik for the COOLBET Premier League darts.
Three. 45. 96. 97. 60.
99 here.
94.
94. After the first 2, he couldn't leave anything.
100.
A nice ton in favour of Mr. Charua. But it will be Matty down to something first. That something will be 108. And Matty is only one of 2 players that hasn't actually hit a ton plus checkout yet. Peter, top of the table, being the other. It's not all about high checkouts, but then again, 91 and 97 are still quite high. This will be his highest to date, and it's doable. And it's doable. What have you got for us? Oh!
88.
Not fine, double top to check out 108. Would have been brilliant in the context of the game, and it would have been his highest checkout of the COOLBET Premier League. But not today. Well, hasn't gone conventional route, which is 19s first. Doesn't really matter. I don't mind either, actually. I'd probably go 19s first myself, just because 139, not the 39 off. I mean, I ain't going to hit it. Double 5. Well, it's gone to splitting it.
Game shot in the 9th leg to Matti.
It nicely as well. If you split it, you better hit it, and he has. So we're not over just yet. And if he wins this one, he breaks here, Matty. 5-4 or 5-3 becomes 5-5.
46.
Not the best opening account in the 10th leg. 100 here will be perfect for Matty.
100.
And that's exactly what he gets. But Vitor is in the treble as well. So, what's the game plan here? Well, staying straight's always always an advisable course of action.
72. 140.
I was going to say 2 trebles would have been very, very useful there for Matty, and that's exactly what he gets.
$132.
I can barely watch. We had a Halley had a go at 170, not far away, hit the outer ball.
100.
Person most likely to win this leg has been chopping and changing. Matty Vitor. It's still possible, not obviously not to check this 170 out, but that he wins his leg. 100 here. It means he'll have to bank on Matty missing the 117. This would be Matty's highest checkout of the tournament. And it won't be. For those of you who are fans of football as well, Arsenal have just scored against my beloved Manchester United.
101.
Which is hardly surprising, might I add. And United trail by 2-1. Joy of joys. Vitor for the win, double top.
30.
That was a match start gone begging. Matty was looking, and he'll be very grateful for this opportunity. 3 at double 8, 2 at double 4, 1 at double 4. Good marker.
James shot.
And he's in there. Brilliant. Brilliant dealing with said pressure.
Last
And we are
leg,
going.
second leg. Matti will start. What
separates these two? Whoever has the throw. This will be remarkable if Matty can find the win here, seeing as he did trail 5-3. This will be 3 legs in a row, 2 of which.
44.
No, 1 of which would have been a break, not 2. 2 of which would have been a break, would have been quite remarkable. And the football sounds like it is quite exciting, because within a minute of Arsenal scoring, United have equalised yet again.
81.
I mean, don't divert your eyes, for goodness sake. This is obviously entertainment as it is, but yes, 2-2, United and Arsenal. When I get the scorers, I will tell you who has scored.
$85. $100.
Lacazette and Lingard sound like a pop duo from the 1920s. Lacazette and Lingard, maybe the 1970s.
60.
Well, it could be one big visit. Whoever gets said big visit could well be the winner. Another one for Matty.
100.
Bit of frustration in his face, but it does leave him in touching distance of the checkout zone. 27 away to be precise. Another here, or another big treble.
125.
Very, very good.
105.
Yeah, 105, not 125. Very good thinking there from Vitor, because look what that leaves him. He's guaranteed a go at the 170. He may not get it.
85.
Better to shoot and to miss than to have never shot at all. 170 to win it in phenomenal style. Oh, that wasn't far away. That first one wasn't. And he would have got it, and 75. You can see him looking up at the gods saying, why? Because if that first started in, you bet your life the second would have got it as well. Continue to wait. Stay there. Nope.
47.
That could be that. Treble 19, double 19, presumably. No, you went the bullseye route instead. The safe route hasn't paid off. 79 left. Treble 19. Treble 13. Leaves double 11. 22 left for game, set, and match. and probably to topple Matty. And
Game
he's
shot
done
of the
it.
match.
He has done it. He squeezed it in. I could barely see it. I could barely see it. Paula could barely see it. And Matty can't believe it. Fantastic, fantastic battle. The game of the evening. Matty lost out 6-5. Worked out my permutations. I will let you know what's going on. The winner of this one, Vitor Charo.
Kalli, þú byrjar að búa.
Byrjar 6 byrjar þá.
Þú byrjar þá að 6 byrjar. 6 starts. Vítas. Ég er með allt hreinu hérna. Þetta er í lagi. 6 starts. And then we throw one ball. Kalli, þú þróð húðum. Outside. Outside. You have to throw húðum. 25. Outside. You have to throw first. Game on.
Well, our fourth and final game of the day. Jobby Daroon, Joseph Daroon, takes on Callie Jonsson, Carl Helgi Jonsson. This is the battle of the basement, the players in the bottom two positions here at the COOLBET Premier League. As promised, the updated Informazioni
50.
means Vitor has leapfrogged Matty. So it's number 1 is Peter, number 2 is Hallie, number 3 is Vitor, and number 4 is Matty.
20.
Vitor and Matty, the last two that played. They're both played 4, they've both won 2 and lost 2. It is Vitor who has a slightly inflated points difference of 1 leg, by the way.
81.
But effectively, it's another leg, a second, because the average is 31.48 Vitor, 68.97 Matty. Not heaps in it.
100.
In a nice, close, tight game. Well, sorry, a nice, close, tight top 4. Thorgeir, a little further back on leg difference, -3 versus Matty's +1, but he's on 4 points as well. So it really is all to play for, especially next week.
117.
One player will be mathematically guaranteed a spot. It is
45.
shaping up to be a rather exciting Premier League. Neither of these players have won a
80.
game. Young has won 11 legs. Callie has won 9 legs.
30.
Allie's also hit her 180. Both have hit 8 140s. But the tons, Jobby has hit 32 tons.
69.
Callie only 21. He'll be better on the checkouts, 36.6%. Callie's only hitting a quarter of what he goes for.
70.
It's not the worst. The worst is Thorgeir in the checkout percentage, but he's also got the highest checkout of the lot. It does all balance out eventually.
100.
Jobby wants treble 19. Well, that's 74. Treble 14. Well, treble 10 would have left
17.
34, which is double 17. That's a bit suspect, is it not? Anyway, these players have their own way of going for things, and who am I to challenge them?
100.
Jobby will be first. To a finish. Well, he'll only have 1 dart here. Tell a lie, he won't have any. That's very disappointing. From 60, he hasn't got down to a finish. Very disappointing.
20.
He's done that, not patronising. He's done well to hit the big 16 there. He could have made it a trio of miss big numbers. 20 or 12 or double 5. That leaves 42. So 10 or 32. And 16 just inside. So Jobby's been let off the hook by those very poor attempts at singles. Well, he's no good at the singles, but doubles, no problem. Jobby 1 for 1. Well, 3 rush darts from Callie.
85.
Yet they managed to score one more point than what Yobby just got there. Strange sport is darts.
55. $83. 22.
It's possibly going to be a rather close game, this one.
58.
Neither player's played to their full capacity. Yobby was the winner of last year's Premier League. At the moment, it doesn't look like he's going to qualify for the semi-finals.
36. 39. 36. 100.
Yobby looking to make it 2-0.
60.
In quite a better position in this leg than Callie. 102, 143. I know which one I'd rather have. Bullseye or treble 14? You may go for the bullseye. A lot of players do. I'd go for 14s here. Or treble 18. If you got the treble 18, would have left him with double 14. It's not the usual way of going about it, but treble 14, treble 18, no real difference in difficulty.
77.
If anything, treble 18 actually slightly easier because you go for it more often. Ho hum. Well, I couldn't tell you what that was for. I'm guessing that was for the 12 for tops. So he's now got one dart to tops.
32.
Haven't got a stat for missed singles. If I did, he may well be in the lead. Another one of those leaves him with double 18.
30.
And he can't get the double either. Another chance for Daroon. First dart wasn't far away. That second one wasn't.
No score. No score.
Well, no one wants it.
Game shots.
Well, Yobby could power through this now. That was an important leg for Callie. And it would have been a break as well. No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't have been a break. That was
43.
a break, shall I say. Sorry, I'd say Wednesday night. My mind's gone to mush. Yes, that wouldn't have been a break. In fact, it was a break. But it's important to hold your throw. It is, because if, you know, Yobby needs to hold dear, he's half his way there. And the leg difference isn't looking great for Callie, who will extend his tenure at the bottom of the table. Leg difference at the moment, worse off than Rudolph. Would mean that Rudolph goes to 7th place, Callie stays in 8th.
140.
Yobby goes up to 6th. Yeah, if Yobby wins it, his probability is going into 6th. Rudolph, I think we've established, definitely.
117.
Anyway, Let's forget permutations and talk now. Two lovely visits, one from each player.
$64, 73. 81.
Well, this has been a leg of darts.
Eight, 83.
Callie on 138 after 15.
$70.
After 12, that was 15. He was on 138 after 12 darts, which is okay. Not a bad effort.
$92.
Meanwhile, no such luck for Yobby. As Callie now. Excellent first dart. Well, it was too good a first dart, should I say. And that wasn't a very good second. It turns out,
64.
yeah, the first 18 he needed. Well, I don't know, 18 needed for bullseye. I don't really know. Did he not think that through? I instinctively said excellent first start because he hit the treble. They left him with 14. So on second thought, what was he doing? Maybe he was going kind of a treble 18, expecting to hit the single. Then it was going to go 10 for tops. I don't really know. Anyway, it's done now. And Yobby is now 3 legs to zip up. Even if Callie isn't going to win here, he just needs legs. That's what he needs.
$25. $95.
Well, that's given me confidence, that visit, and this leg for Callie, that it's probably not going to be a 6-0 annihilation. However,
140.
if Yobby has something to say, or rather something to do with it, it's very possible.
100.
Well, that's good. He's still in the lead, and he is on a finish. So he's just got to think of the positives and what he does need to do from this situation. Wow. Wow. That's called pressure darts. You still make Callie favourite for the leg.
43.
Possible 2 darts at 14s if and when he's back. When he's back.
$43.
18 has to be. This time, treble 18 will be a good dart. Or even the bullseye.
63.
And that wasn't far away either. That was nearer than Hallie's attempt at the 170. This will be a minor steal. I think tops, well, he's not going tops. I think tops wouldn't have been the worst
70.
in the world there. Or even treble 16, double 16 if you can't see it and you're not confident on tops. Anyway, double 8s to get a leg on the board. Same equation, moving, stopping, thinking.
9.
And missing. It's not a bad marker. Very close. Very, very close. But I don't know how much you can see. Bounce in off the wall.
2.
Well, that's not the worst setup dart, but He would rather have that first start than third, but there we go.
Game
Such is life, and right in the middle of the double eight bed, Callie pins a leg back. It's not going to be a whitewash, and we play on. As it stands, Yobby -5, Callie -11. I haven't got the average stats, because I can't find them out live. I mean, there are always methods, but I'm only one man.
57.
And at the moment, obviously, neither have a point.
60.
This game hasn't been won or lost as of yet. But if it is Yobby that wins, it would be Yobby 2 with a -5 difference. Well, it wouldn't, because he'd have more. So we're going to say nothing, 0, 0, -5, -11. Every leg that's won, I will simulate against the table.
23.
And that was a nasty. It wasn't quite a bounce out. It was more, didn't quite find the board as invitingly as it would have liked. So Yobby, well, despite that, still should be first down to a finish.
45.
He can put pressure on with a couple of trebles.
100.
1 is better than 0. And he is going to have
85.
excuse me, 6 darts for this 128. But he's gone the more conventional route. If he gets the treble, will he bullseye it? Well, I don't know where that was going.
38.
I'd suggest yes, if he did get the treble, he probably would have had a shot double. Otherwise, why go for treble? Why go for 18?
85.
I guess if you like it, you could have stayed there for double 10. Anyway, that's a treble 18. That leaves 36. Double 18 to make it 4-1. Miles away.
72.
A little nearer, but also a little too near. Maybe back for double 9. But can Callie make fireworks happen? No is the answer.
59.
Callie, by the way, 106 is his highest checkout. I think he did that last week. Well, 9 left.
10.
That's now 8. It was very nearly 5. 6, sorry. 44. And he has darts at double. Finally, double top. Double top again.
24.
Where's that gone? The 2? He left himself in the madhouse. I looked like he might have bust it for a second, but he didn't. In the madhouse. Cannot find it. Callie's not hitting these trebles with any sort of doubles, sorry, with any sort of conviction. I'd bust this. I don't know if he tried to or not. Maybe not. Double for Yobby. No one wants the trebles. The doubles. Why am I saying trebles? They all want the trebles. It's the doubling that counts.
No score.
No score. This isn't guaranteed either, but it's a new segment of the board for Callie, so he might forget all about the misses previously. Madhouse, last dart. You can't find that either. Football fans, United and Arsenal have finished 2 apiece.
Game shots.
I think that was a 35 dart leg, in my opinion.
60.
A long leg, but a leg one all the same. Callie now trails by one leg to 4.
62.
It was disappointing. A couple of darts there from Yob, even if they stayed straight. Doesn't really give an advantage over Callie.
60.
The key thing about darts is never giving up. Never give up. Christoph Ratajski and Gerwin Price. They played in the
180.
Championship as Yobby hits the only 180 of the evening, or has there been one?
85.
Don't remember if there's been one this evening. Yeah, Thorgeir did hit a 1080. So it's the second 1080 of the evening. And looking to race away in this leg.
70.
Not a bad leg by any stretch of the imagination for Callie, who is actually at the moment ahead of Yobby. That's soon going to change. But a timely 180.
58.
Well, despite the 180, 100 here.
60.
Doesn't get the 100. I was thinking maybe he would be down to a finish. Really needed to switch with that last start. That's terrible counting. 166, no finish. 167, yes.
95.
19, so it's always the last dart. But hey, sometimes it's just not your day.
62.
87 to go on the hill. Triple 17. Or was it in the 3? I think it's in the 3. Treble 20. If it is in the 3, he was going treble 18, 40.
55.
Treble 80, sorry. 40 there, treble 18, double 15. Bizarre. Anyway, 104. Go on, Callie. No. Wanted to stay there for double 12.
44.
Double 16 to make it 5-1. Well, that's a terrible dart. 25 left, 9 double 8. Or 5 double 10. If he hits it, it matters not.
22.
Oh, doubling for both players. That's been a significant problem in this game. If Callie could have hit half the doubles he's hit, then it might be a completely different scoreline.
No score.
As they say, scoring for show.
55.
You know the rest.
Oh.
So Yobby is in need of double 5.
No score.
And hit it. Callie's in need of 1 double 2. Or 3 double 1 if you're Vitor. Well, some of this doubling has been a little painful to watch, it must be said.
Game shot.
There we go, whoever hits it, like that for instance, won't really mind, won't be enthralled by it. And Callie thought it was him throwing. It's actually Yobby throwing to make it 6-1. Starting downstairs. I was going to say, it looks like he's going low.
48.
Trying to make it difficult for the scorer. Not heaps in this leg. Well, now there is.
95.
Callie needs at least a ton here. A ton 40 is preferable. A ton 80 is juicy.
100.
He's done well there, getting the ton that he so desperately needed. A good last start. Remember, Callie can't afford to lose any more legs today if he's going to win.
100.
Leg differences. Rudolph minus 10 with 2 points on the board. Yobby minus 3 with surely 2 points on the board. Callie at the moment minus 13. So not a particularly good night
43.
for Callie, who would have really hoped for a result here. He is capable. He didn't make the Premier League for nothing. The right shot here is bullseye. Or treble 20 for double 11. Don't know why he went for that. Maybe he likes double 11. Maybe he was very confident about hitting the treble. But that leaves him with 11. All sorts of a mess.
74.
80 if he's back. The right shot here is bullseye. And he's got treble 20 as well. Crazy,
45.
crazy times. Both should have gone bullseye. Both went treble 20. Anyway, all irrelevant. Double 4.
Game shot and
Yobby Daru. He's got 6-1 Victor here in Keflavik in week 4 of the COOLBET Premier League. Let's see some statistics together, and it looks as follows.
Thank you for tuning in. See you next week.
Oh, fine. Just cut me off then. Callie bottom of the table. No points, minus 14. Rudolph, 2 points, minus 10. Yobby is in 6th place. 2 points, minus